right, we're here in week number 9. We just came off of our bye week, and I didn't expect the bye week video to be as long as it was, but we just talked about a lot of stuff and looked at a few things. So I assume that probably as we get more used to the franchise here, that the bye weeks won't be so significant. It just happened to fall in week 8, and it was the week before the trade deadline. So I think that's that's also part of the reason. But let's get things started with the weekly recap and maybe see what else happened around the league since we didn't play.
2 months in, the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. I'm Scott Hansen in Orlando, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap presented by Lowe's for Week 8.
Oh, we're gonna see how the Cowboys
Lots
lost.
to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington.
Spoilers.
The Cowboys at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the rookie, the number 3 overall pick, Jeremiah Love. He's loose, and they're not gonna catch him. 27 yards on the rushing touchdown. The Cardinals come away with
I'm so not a fan of the same color jerseys and pants.
Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is Jeremy Bernard. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. The trade deadline now 1 week away. Already seeing some movement as we check out the Week 8 trade report.
Oh, this is cool.
The big story of the week? It concerns the man you see here. He's headed to the Saints in exchange for a couple of picks, including a 2nd rounder next year.
So Olave went to the Falcons
Player of
for
the week
Lidstrom.
from Week 8.
Jared
Now
Goff.
to this man, Jared Goff. He was terrific in the win up at Ford Field, accounting for 4 total touchdowns, 3 of them through the air, another one on the ground. The Lions just put a hurting on them. They win this one by 40.
Ouch. That's the second 50-plus score we've seen this season. And the Texans almost put 50 up on us in our last game.
Meanwhile, here's a look at the other top players this week, including Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs over in the AFC. From there, time to look at the league leaders in sacks, as these guys have been getting after the quarterback better than anyone during the first 2 months of the year. A look there at the rest of the action from week number 8 with the Saints, Giants, Niners, and Texans.
Wait, 2 teams put up
all on
52
the bye.
points. The Lions and the Raiders both put up
That's a
52
wrap.
points last
Until next
week.
time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA
Real Retro
Sports.
Rob says, I can't wait for Mahomes to retire. Patrick Mahomes is fine. All right, so that practice available thing now has showed up with the training complete. So let's pop in and look at our injury report. Nothing new. All right. So that's good. He cost the 49ers 2 Super Bowls. He cost the 49ers 2 Super Bowls. That's an interesting way to put it. All right. So our injury report is good. And we got a lot of stuff here on our plate to look at. So it looks like we can enter into contract extension negotiations with Newsom and McFadden. And
we have a deal.
Can
One
we
of
stop?
The top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.
You don't need to pop in there, Scott Hansen. I think I can shut that off. But so we put Baker and Glasgow on the trade block, and we have apparently received some offers. So we are going to take a look at those. But first, we'll go through this in order. So We'll look at Newsom. So let's go into negotiations. So it looks like the bonus, the contract value, a playoff contender, and contract length are all high of importance to him. One of those, sadly, I don't think we can provide for him, no matter what we do. So he is 26, so we'll be extending him into. So if we're talking about 3 years, this will extend him until he's 29. I actually would be maybe okay adding another year and extending him into his season where he's 30, and then reconsider once he's 30. So if we were to go 4 years, 3.3 million per, an 8.3 bonus, we're not going to give him a no trade. We're not going to do any guaranteed or void years. And let's start there. Oh my God. If this is how you see me, I think we're done here. He's just like, nope. So if we go into. So he's just not willing to talk to us, I guess, right? Now? Did we lowball him that bad? I would like to think that that wouldn't be like the default, that they would just give you, they would pop up as like a lowball of that much. Like the fact that we just gave him like one offer and then he was just like, "No, I'm good." So we can't put him on the trade deadline, the trade block, because this is the trade deadline week, and we wouldn't get offers until next week for him. If you put someone on the trade block, we may want to consider trading him if he's like dead set against re-signing. Then maybe we see if we can get something for him. All right, so McFadden is 26. All right, so we're gonna go try and go 4 years with him as well. And let's see. All right. So he's immediately down to 50% patience. Wow. So we could do a plus 12% to the bonus. Or a little bit less. All right, let's push the bonus. Increase bonus, decrease salary. Total value is still a big part of this to me. I'm open to working through it, but I'd like to see how close we can get on that number. Shift money into the guaranteed bonus. So these like DNA things, it tells you in here like, oh, financial DNA. I don't see any. I don't see any of those up there. Okay, so wait, grounded, engage with the question, demand. Sorry, so he's grounded. So this is the first time we've actually seen one up there. Ask him to choose the value path. All right, let's try this. Really hinges on the total value. That's the part I need to see move for this to come together. All right, we're almost there. Reduce salary, add a year. Like, do we have to get him to 100% in order for him to sign? Man, NFL 27 contract negotiation. Do you need 100% interest or signing? Okay, so we do have to get to 100. All right, if we don't get to 100, he's not going to sign. All right, we did it. All right, so this extends him for another. Oh, we extended him. Wait, so this is. So this should actually extend him an extra year than I was actually thinking. You make sure to click sign. I remember this time. All right, so now if we look at this. Yeah, so he's got 5. All right, so that was probably one more year than I wanted to sign him for, but that's fine. We'll have him until he's 31. That's not a big deal. All right, so let's take a look at these trade offers that came in. So Jerome Baker. So let's see, the Bears. Tyreek Stevenson, a 77 overall corner and a 7th round pick. The Bengals are offering Austin Booker, a left edge, and a 7th round pick. The Bills are offering Daquan Jones and a 7th round pick. The Texans are offering a defensive tackle and a 7th round. To 2028 7th round pick. The Vikings are giving a right edge and a 2028 7th round pick. The Titans are offering a strong safety. No picks. There's a 6th round pick. $2028 7th. The 2029, you can go. That's a long way out. Rashad Bateman and 2-6, but that's 2 and 3 years away. The Rams are offering Blake Corum. The Raiders are offering Nick Chubb. Oh, the Patriots are offering Christian Barmore in a 6th? Oh, I might take that. Devon Godshaw, a 5th and a 7th, but that's a 2028 5th. Seventh, 2 7ths. The player age matters too. Well, I mean, like I'm looking at Christian Barmore, and Christian Barmore is only 27. All right, let me look at something here. So if we go into roster, I want to look at the Patriots roster for a second here and look at Barmore. See what his archetype is. Oh yeah, see he's a speed rusher. He doesn't necessarily. I wish they would show the scheme fit icon on these trade offers like they used to. They don't. All right, so that's less enticing to me now. If I click select, yeah, it doesn't. That's the other thing too, is that it doesn't give me an option to like counter offer, which I think is not great. Like you should be able to go in and send a counter offer and negotiate from here. I mean, you can go in manually and then do it. Yeah, yeah. So but I can go and try and do a manual trade and like look at the teams that are here and use it like this is like a jumping off point of what they're willing to trade. So like Seattle was willing to do a 6th round pick. It would just be so nice if you could see. All right, so let's look at roster, and it was Seattle. So we're looking for man-to-man for corners, right? But, I mean, if we take this guy, he's just going to be a piece. And so it's not the biggest deal. Like, he's not going to be a starter for us. All right, so they offered Josh Joby and a sixth, and then the Patriots offered Barmore and a sixth. Let's take a look at where. All right, so if we go into trade, if we look at draft picks, so the Seahawks currently are picking 26th. The Patriots would be currently picking 14th. All right, so maybe let's try and trade with the Patriots here, and we'll start with a fifth, and then they were willing to part with Barmore. What if we were to take Farmer instead, since he fits our scheme? I mean, we're talking about getting rid of potentially Shelby Harris. We'd be getting younger at defensive tackle, which is something that we needed. Not that. All right, let's do. Let's do a 5, a 6, and Farmer. And then. Oh, wait. Now I changed teams, so it went away. All right, so Farmer. Wait, can I can view player card. All right, good. I want to make sure I'm looking at this right. What does the no sign mean? A missing or blank archetype label? No. What does the no symbol on the nose tackle archetype mean? Let's see what Google AI tells me about this and how wrong it is. Your player does not fit your team's current defensive scheme. So if I were to look at my team, for example, Jackson Dart. Whoops, no. Remove from offer. View player card. What does the shoe icon mean? does the shoe icon mean? Oh, no, you know what that means? That's just an icon for the archetype. That's all it is. Google AI, you're terrible. So like if we look at somebody else's, like if we look at, let's see, Winston. Yeah, strong arm. All right. That's just all right. All right. Google AI is so terrible. All right, so while we're on our side, so we were looking at, this was for Jerome Baker. And then on the Patriots side, let's see a 5 and a 6. Trade declined. We don't feel the offer brings enough value comparatively to what we would be giving up. All right, let's remove the 6th and add they don't have a 7th. All right, well, let's just do it for Farmer and a 5th. No. All right, they were originally going to give us a 6. What about a Farmer and a 6th? But they were willing to give me Barmore. What if we... Oh, they don't have a 4th. All right, what if we just do a 5th and a 6th round pick? All right, so we got a 5th and a 6th instead of a player back. And now we're short a Sam linebacker, which we were at the beginning of the season anyway. All right, so now if we look at... We can't accept these. We've already traded them. Wait a second. Oh, all right. So they just... All right, so for Graham Glasgow, a 2028 5th, a 2028 7th, 2029 5th, Dietrich Wise, 2028 5th, 2027 7th. All right, so the Ravens, the Vikings, and the Seahawks seem to be the ones willing to give us the most return. Although I don't... So Ravens, Vikings, and Seahawks. So right now the Ravens have the first pick in the draft. So why even look anywhere else? Can we do a 3? Is that insane? They only have 3 linebackers on their roster? Like, do I really want to try and push to get a player back? Oh, we got it. We got it for Bullock in a fourth. All right, so saw a scheme icon. Yeah. Yeah, it shows it when you go in the manual trade, but not on the trade offers. Like when you have like trade block offers, which is unfortunate. Oh, I didn't do my numbers. That's what I was supposed to do. I'm supposed to update my sheet with all the numbers. You know what? We're not gonna do that right now. 61 and what's he got left on his deal? I'm guessing it's only 1 year. Yeah. All right, so there's that. And then so we also talked about I think I want to try and trade Greg Newsome now if he's just going to tell us to go screw cuz we don't really seem to be competing for a I'm going to flip through the teams here and see if he changes from red to a different color for a team. Because then they might be willing to. Oh, all right. So the Dolphins are yellow. All right. So Miami. Atlanta is also yellow. Panthers, Patriots, Raiders, Rams, Ravens, Saints, Seattle. Pittsburgh, Houston, Tennessee, Minnesota. All right, so if we're looking at either the Dolphins, have the third pick. I got to imagine that's probably our best bet here. The Falcons are sitting at 17, and what did we say? We looked at Seattle, right? Seattle's 26. All right, so let's see if we can spin a deal with the Dolphins here. Can we do it for a first round pick? There's no way, right? This trade would put the other team over the salary cap. Oh, so that means we have to take back more money. So that would work, but I don't think they'd want to do that. Yeah, no. Let's see if we can get the first round pick, but we would need to definitely take back. We have to take back some money. All right, let's change the pick then, because if we're gonna. That's not bad. If we were to take so if their cap situation wasn't so bad. All right, what was it? The Falcons? They've got even less cap room. The Seahawks have a ton of cap room, but they're picking late. But if we can get a first round pick, even if it's the end of the first round, it's better than like a third or a fourth. I feel like the player isn't affecting this much. It affected a little bit. Oh, 2 and a 5. Oh, we did it. We got a 2 and a 5 for Newsom. All right. Then we want to look at Shelby Harris. See if there's anybody who, and he's old. He's 35. So I don't expect him to draw a lot of value, but if there's a team that like desperately needs a defensive tackle, Falcons, 49ers, Jags, Jets, Patriots, Raiders, Rams, Ravens, Saints, Seahawks, Steelers, Texans, Titans, Vikings. Yeah, so all right, let's just now let's look based on what they're saying the team need is here, and then we'll just pick a team. So Chicago has it in like their first spot. I guess that's what that's supposed to tell you. So if we have anybody else that's got it there, we'll consider them. Cowboys, Dolphins, Eagles, 49ers, Jags. Las Vegas. All right, so between the Bears or the Raiders, the Bears right now are looking at the 15th pick. Again, we're only halfway through the season, so a lot could change here. Oh, Raiders are picking second right now, so we'll see if we can pull a deal with the Raiders. Thank you to Joe Cool's Blues coming in with that subscription. 4 months with the Emerald Knights. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. Very kind of you. First round pick. Let's go. Not even close. Let's do a 3. Three and a 4. Nope. 3 and a 5. We're getting a little closer. 3 and a 6. 3 and a 5 next year. Where are all their 7th round picks? 2 3s. Yeah, not even close. But if we just do it for a 3? No. All right, so let's do a 4 and a 6. Got it done. All right. 4th and a 6th round pick for Shelby Harris, who could potentially retire at the end of the year. All right, the one other person that we were considering was Juju Smith-Schuster. But what do we have for draft picks right now? So now we've got a 1, 2 2s, a 3, 2 4s, 2 5, 3 5s, 2 6s, 3 6s. I don't think we need any more picks. So I guess the question, like, do we don't have. All right. So I think we're good. I think we're done trading. And we want to pick up a couple players because we just ditched some players, and we're only at 50 on our roster. So, we don't need to replenish a center. So, I don't think we need to replenish our defensive tackle. But I want to pick up. I'm going to pick up a Sam linebacker. I want to see something here. So if I go into stats, we go into player stats, and we look at our defense. Do we see downs played? We do. All right, so Zaire Barnes. 176 downs played. Darius Alexander has played 280 downs. All right, you know what? This is a good time to look at this too, I think. So if we go into formation subs, is this what I want? So this is interesting. So in our 3-4, 98, 91, and 5. Who are 98, 91, and 5? Oh, I know 5 is Thibodeau. Robertson Harris. Oh, 90, 98, 90 is Alexander. So this is weird. I don't. So like in our base defense, we've essentially got three edge players. $46. So I don't understand where they're pulling this from. But we don't have any eligible players. Now I'm just if I put Kareem here, and now that moved everything. Why did that move everything? I don't understand where what like because these are supposed to in the 3-4, these are supposed to be your three down linemen. So it's giving me an edge, a D tackle, and a D tackle. But it should, in theory, be like two defensive ends and a nose tackle. I don't understand. Oh, we messed this up. So that now fits how we have the rest of this set up. Yeah, I don't get it, to be honest with you. I just don't understand. Can I look at I can't look at any other team, can I? This is only my team. If I look at the depth chart, between the Giants, if I look at the formation subs, yeah, I can't change teams. All right, so if we look at, let me look at this again. So if we look at these formation subs, I want to see who like my starting base defense is. So it's, oh, I wonder if this has anything to do with any of the trades that I made too. All right, let's go into our, no, actually, no, let's see if we can make sense of this. I want to see if I can make sense of this. So our starting base defense is two defensive tackles, 2 right edges, a left edge, a Mike linebacker and a Will linebacker. So Micah McFadden just doesn't play in our base defense? So then if we look at nickel, when the hell does your Sam linebacker play? When you're in the 2-5? Which, I mean, this is essentially a traditional 4-3 defense where you got 2 defensive tackles, your edge guys are your defensive ends, and you have 3 linebackers. All right, so if we look at if we go into our stats, I wonder how many snaps has Micah McFadden actually played? $145. So he's definitely not getting on the field as much as our other defensive players are. So it's like, do I even need a backup Sam linebacker? I mean, we didn't even have a Sam linebacker on our roster to start. All right, let's all right, now I'm starting to get a little curious about this. This is good investigation and experimentation. There are teams that don't even have one. Some teams have 2. A lot of teams seem to have 1. This is going to be a super long video because we haven't even gotten into the game yet. All right, so we're going to hold off on signing another Sam linebacker for the moment. I kind of want to do the same thing with Mike linebackers and see if people have more Mike linebackers. We have 3. I feel like we should get a 4th. Because we play a base 3-4. Nobody else in the league seems to have 4, though. All right. So how many did I look at how many snaps Darius Alexander's played? He was our 3rd string defensive tackle. And he's been on the field for 280 downs. Whereas Kelly is our third Mike linebacker, and he's only been on for 65. How is... All right, so I think I need to sign another defensive tackle. Why don't we... Oh, nose tackle, nose. All right, so... Wharton's 28. Let's just sign Reed for a deal for 1 year, I think. The rest of the season, just to have a body. All right, good. So we signed Jerron Reed. All right, so he is 78 overall. It's 33. Whoops. All right, so then let's take a look at our depth chart really quick. I think we actually want Fields way up. Get him some playing time so we can find out what his depth trade is. Right guard, right tackle. We didn't really make any changes here. Move Thibodeau up, I guess. Debo, Phillips, Hood. Yeah, we definitely want Hood. Actually, we might... I want to move Hood up because I want to see what... I want to try and see, get his depth trade unlocked. Didn't make any changes there. I don't get how these guys are lower rated defensive tackles or nose tackles than they are overall as defensive tackles. All right. There we go. All right. That was a lot of work. That was about an hour of trading and other stuff, but we are, we're getting ready for our next game. So we're overdue for a break. So let's go ahead and take that. And then when we come back, we will get to our week 9 game against the Philadelphia Eagles. So hang tight, guys. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. All righty. We are back. And I think we're good to just go into our game here, but let's just double check and make sure we don't have anything else that we need to worry about. I do need to worry about the sack numbers. So we're playing Philadelphia, right? Yeah. So let's check that real quick. Stats. Team stats. Defense. So we have 27 still. We did not get a single sack in that last game. And the Eagles have 21. All right. I think we're good to go. So let's go into play season game. Oh, we need to take a look at the matchup here. So the Eagles are 5-3. They are scoring 27.6 points per game. They're passing for more yards. They're rushing for more yards than us. They're letting up 11 fewer points per game. We're letting up about a half a yard less through the air, but they are letting up a lot less. They are, take it with a grain of salt, that they are near the top of the league in rushing yards allowed per game. So they're only allowing 82 rushing yards per game. So this doesn't look like a good matchup for us on paper, but it's a division game. All bets are off on division games. If we look at the injury report, they've got a few guys that they're missing. But they're right on the heels of the Cowboys, so we're have to see if we can put a dent in the Eagles here. So let's get into it. They are an overall 88. Yikes.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices.
Welcome to Lincoln Financial Field. They got the rights for that name.
Financial Field. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the New York sideline, that's wide receiver Malik Neighbors. He comes in rested and recharged off that bye. And on the Eagles side, running back Saquon Barkley.
They showed it last week there. I know that probably meant his last game, but all right, here we go.
We've reached the halfway mark of the
Week
regular
9 is
season.
underway.
Left to do as we're away in week 9. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. Hitting the starts, the second-year pro.
Those stats are not accurate.
Draft out of Ole Miss. It is Jackson Darks.
Got to take that deep breath as a quarterback here, and you really do.
He has not thrown 4 interceptions. He's thrown 11.
All by yourself to try to beat this elite defense with just your arm and your brain. It's going to take everybody. That is, in my experience, the only way you defeat a group this good defensively is your collective has got to be better than theirs.
It's Scannable on second down.
Oh, powering forward for the first down.
About 13.
Scattaboo.
First down Giants.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Oh,
Made with his running back. This is Cam.
I'm like, who is he throwing that to?
This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That
Brutal.
defense, they were all over it.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Cooper to Gene with
Wait,
the stop.
we just give that to a tight end?
Now, this is 3rd and 9. Darts back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter.
Nice first down to Neighbors.
Close. Oh, it looks like he got it. Good awareness after the catch to see where he needed to get. And got just enough daylight to get it there. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Hand off to Scannable from the gun. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That wasn't a first down?
Early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get
Nice, there goes Tracy for the first.
plays are a huge bonus.
And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
On play action with Dart.
Did he throw the ball over the line of scrimmage?
You have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding.
No,
calls.
holding.
You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Running it after the penalty. Breaks a tackle. He's
Oh.
still going. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range.
That's not bad. Grab 7 back there.
Second down. Here goes Dart to the air. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play.
Matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
First down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Short
Oh,
pass
got it away.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. 5 on the catch. 5 still to go on second down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here.
Oh,
And he's down very close to that first, but looks
Oh,
like
we got a hurt. We got an injury.
Just in time after a gain of 4. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up with Scannable. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And it
Well,
is good. No problem
we'll take the
there.
field goal, I suppose, considering how
The opening drive of the game
mightily
ends in
the
3
offense has
points.
struggled.
Anytime you go on the road and you can put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive.
Yeah, see, they're not 3 and 4.
Turning the 7th-year dual threat, Jalen Hurts.
Within the overall
Man,
story
come on,
of this
Madden,
game,
fix your
this
stuff.
right here. This right here is your main battle. Him leading one of the league's best offenses, facing one of the best defenses, nearly their equal statistically. As a QB, this is where you know the separation, it's got to be in your preparation.
Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's going to head out after a gain of 7. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Hurts
Oh, 81 is Malachi Fields, isn't it?
right back to
Because I remember we had to change his number because they gave him one of the Giants' retired numbers because
That sets up an Eagles
you can't have 2 zeros.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it downs from 37. Hurts. And this time they forced
Oh,
the completion. Defense was
sandwiched.
ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete.
Phillips?
Beat him on the quick pass, but not quick
Yeah.
enough. That winds up as a loss.
Back at the 34-yard
Negative yardage on that last play, even as they completed the pass. So a tough 3rd and 13 now. Hurts setting up to throw. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards.
Oh, Dart changing the play at the line.
Pitch play, it's Scadaboo. They bring him down, but we all...
Oh, am I getting hit with a block in the back?
There was a face mask involved in the
Oh, no,
final
face
call.
mask.
Face mask. Defense.
It took hauling him down by the face mask to bring an end to that play, and that adds a cool 15 yards onto the end of the run.
Automatic first down.
Personal foul gave him a chunk of yards, and they will take it. 1st and 10. They pitch it out to him here.
Nice.
And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And it's going to be a New York 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master.
I get nervous on those pitches sometimes because it's just like, it doesn't seem like there's the blocking there, but they actually blocked that one well. Oh, Scadaboo.
And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end.
Already up around 60 yards here in the first quarter.
Now he has taken this entire drive himself so far, Brock. Some assists, of course, from the guys up in front of him.
You'd be the first to give him credit, but he also knows when you get this going on the ground,
Oh, no.
it just sets the table for everything else.
And the big gain
That was doomed.
A bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Doomed, I say.
2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Going play action with Dart.
Oh, he's got a man. It's Neighbors.
And the stop is made 3 yards.
Oh, I thought he was just screwed on that one. They were coming through and somehow delivered a strike.
On a pistol look now.
Maybe he heard us talking about if we need to find another option at quarterback in the draft.
Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job up there.
And he
Oh,
went
I was gonna say, I think he reached in. He got it.
Cam Scattaboo, number
Hello,
9
Atlantis. How are
this
you?
season. As they try to finally snap this streak they've been on.
Yes, he
You
in
gotta
fact
think
broke
that
the
one of their
plane.
key points
Atlantis
coming
is
into
redeemed
this
for a treat for
was
Steve.
scoring early and then not letting go of that momentum.
Yep, that's you, pal, but you gotta come over here for it.
Like this, those demons from past weeks
Well,
will start
here
to
it
just
is.
show up once
There
again.
we
This
go.
touchdown, well, that's a good start, and hopefully quickly followed by another.
Well, that's a decent start. I mean, especially compared to the last few games where we've just gotten down big early.
Brown with a return here. We dodged the
Maybe all those trades lit a fire under the team.
just to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. We've set it downs for them from the 31. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed to the
Nowhere for him to go.
set down behind the line.
The Giants setting the edge.
Sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's keeping it.
As a quarterback, Kate, you gotta hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
They'll air it out on third. Pass complete to Goddard. There's
Come on,
the
guys.
stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. It's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
End of the first quarter.
Down for these two NFC East teams.
Well, that's a much better quarter of football than we've seen in a while.
Turn to the link right after this.
I don't think I've ever seen that where they show the coach's box.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing here hurts.
47-yard line.
Down he goes. Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter. And that is the 5th sack for him this season.
3-yard loss brings up third and 13.
Third and long for him here. Finds his back.
Oh, come on.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
You get a sack and then you immediately just let him come back and get a first down.
Continue.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw, Hurts. This is complete, downfield to Smith. He's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Hurts is set, first and 10. And that last completion put him right near 2,000.
Jalen Hurts has some kind of an X factor? Really?
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
And this is gonna say I really don't play that many AAA modern games, but damn, not only this looks real nice, but the animations are almost convincing too. Yeah, I think overall, I think this is, you know, it's pretty good. I see stuff posted on like social media all the time about just crazy like animation glitches that happen in these Madden games, but I typically don't see too many of them. Oh, he got it off.
Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I didn't think he got the pitch off. Man, he just barely got rid of that.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point.
That's probably my most modern sports game is PGA 2K25. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I don't play a lot of current game. Oh, Reader's hurt.
Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Tracy on the return. And he's
Not
brought
sure
down
if
just
your
beyond
PC could handle the highest
23-yard
settings.
line.
Yeah, so I mean mine could if but I'm not playing this on I don't have this on PC. I have this on Xbox Series X.
He's gotten the job done on the ground as well, second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards.
Ooh.
Here to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. To the line they come, second down.
Second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Scatterbull again. Stop finally made.
Another big run for Scatterbull.
Gives New York the first.
Welcome in KK and Blake. Let's go Giants. Yeah, we're
Real before this game wraps up.
this game's been a little bit better than the last several, but we have been on a slide here.
And stacking runs like that will sure
We're coming off of our bye week, and we actually just made quite a few trades to we determined that we were sellers at the trade deadline,
So some immediate
and we acquired some draft picks,
I don't know. What do you
let
think
go
is
of some
the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
aging and expiring
It does
contracts.
take a group failure to give up a big run like that
Yeah.
in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He finds Fields left side.
But the team has responded.
Field after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion.
Dart just kind of chilling on the turf there.
Let them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their
KK says, "Yeah, I'm around the trade deadline in my franchise too. I'm thinking about doing the same thing." Yeah, I don't typically like to. Oh man, he just got creamed.
32.
I don't like to typically go crazy at the trade deadline because you don't usually see a massive amount of trades in the NFL at the trade deadline like you do in other sports. But I do feel like we're seeing more and more over the last few years. But yeah, we're just in a situation where we won our first 3 games and then we lost our next 4, and we only had 5 draft picks coming into this because the Giants apparently are missing their 4th and 7th round picks. So I decided to put a few players on the trade block, and then I think we ended up making 4 trades altogether, 4 or 5, and one of them was one of our corners was
Losing him 3 yards.
is one of our expiring deals, and we went to renegotiate with him, and first offer he was just like, "Nah, I'm good." And I'm like, "All right, see you later. We're gonna trade you then."
Right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
Atlanta says, "How many seasons are you willing to go through?" As many as I can, honestly.
it sure seemed
I want to go through as many as we can.
with that right arm snap.
At the end of the day, we're gonna have to see kind of where I'm at and how I'm feeling
10 here for Hurts. And
as we get into next year around this time when Madden 28 will be coming out, and whether I decide that I'm
approaching midfield with that gain of
one enjoying this enough to the point where
6-yard completion.
I would want to get the newer game to get Madden 28, and or
On the play fake.
if they made enough. Oh my God, look at that throw.
Completes. Third down coming.
And or making enough to or they make enough changes to franchise that it's worth making the jump to the next year's game.
And he's caught. He's got ground. Brought down after a gain of about
Realtor Ross says I'm trying to do at least 4.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes
Realtor Ross says, when does the Madden players start being all being Madden creative players? I mean,
completion and the yards necessary.
obviously the further you go, the more of those drafted players that you're going to see. I mean, I would figure by,
for him this season.
I don't know, year 10 to 12 is when you would probably get to the point where you don't see, because think about it, I mean, if you think about like your rookies,
Down.
you know, they're probably going to play 10 to 15 years depending on the position.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Okay, so this is exactly what happened to me with a player. He rejected the first offer, and now he just wants to test free agency, so I'm thinking about trading him.
Just before the snap there.
Encroachment. Defense.
Offsides. Another offside penalty against
So we
us.
jumped too early, and
Do the
that's
players
off
age?
5
Yes. Yeah, they age every year. They'll start regressing as they get to a certain point, usually kind of once they get to age 30. You'll have players retire. You've got new players. Oh, man.
This is Cup inside the 15. And he gets home. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Brown.
Yikes.
5 for him this season.
First thing you do is
I don't necessarily always default to trading
If you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties.
players who
Open or close. So
decide that they don't want to re-sign during the season. It really just depends on where I'm at. And like I said, where we're sitting at 3 and 4, things have looked pretty bad over the last several games. And we kind of decided that maybe, you know, we're kind of selling on this season. To me, it made sense to trade a player who has just basically said, I'm not gonna resign until after the season. Like, I want to test free agency.
And in the end, he's able to get it to a
That to me is like, all right, let's see if we can get a draft pick or something in return for that, instead of just having a guy walk.
things up. 1st and 10.
And this is, by the time you hit year 20, do you see flying cars? No. I think it's funny if you think about, we were actually not too long ago, I was playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time.
And they haul him down, but
What do we got for a penalty here?
pretty awkward, partner. This flag
Another face mask.
he took Holland
And
down by the face
it was
mask
like
into that
one of the stages.
yards onto the end of the
Oh,
run.
First down.
forgot to hit the button. One of the stages in that game, it takes place in like,
Defense. It is 1st and 10.
hold on, what was it? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up now, make sure I get the year right. But it was funny because I remembered it was a year that was a couple of years ago, and it was like super futuristic.
On play action with Dart. Caught by Theo Johnson. Good work by this offense as they on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to set up a Giants 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Now Dart.
Yeah, so one of the stages is set in 2020. Neon Knight Riders is set in 2020, and it's like this super futuristic looking thing, and it's like, it's so funny what people thought, 10, 30 years ago of what the future was like, what the future was going to look like
And this one's
in literally 30 years.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Drops his 20 seasons, you get Johnny Rico as your quarterback from Starship Troopers. You could make him, I suppose, if you really wanted to.
Unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit.
All right, here comes the field goal attempt.
It's a 47-yarder.
Oh, that was almost blocked.
One is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
But we got it.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Brown with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up
Wow.
a bit on this.
Look at that disparity in rushing yards in the first half. Oh, we almost jumped off sides again.
Keeping it himself to
Oh,
begin
there
this
goes
series.
Hurts. Oh, nice cut and a good block to help get him a few extra yards there.
Gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Hurts.
Down he goes.
Pressure gets to him at the 36.
Oh, there's our new free agent pickup to fill in for the trade.
The Giants using their first time out. have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look.
How's Arvell Reese doing for
Get back in rhythm. Get something.
okay, really?
You'd love to get the first down, but more than
He's not really showing up a lot as far as in like stats wise, but
They'll throw, 3rd and long. The throw right side, caught by Goddard. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York.
he's been totally fine.
This half.
So that's cool to see the free agents working into the plays.
Man, and once more for another.
Well, I mean, he slotted in as our new second defensive tackle, and so he's gonna get some snaps. Oh! Get in the end zone! Oh, thank God! That almost died on the one.
And Scadaboo trotting back out there. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
That was like table. I know it was. It's like it had a magnet on it.
Good start on the play fake. Now he takes it. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming. So Brock, we're down to a minute.
It's interesting that we called a timeout there before the 2-minute warning to a couple timeouts there to stop the clock.
Working on 2nd down. Dart.
Oh no!
And the Eagles get to it.
Oh,
Stop him before
Dart, man, you got to start hanging on to the football a little better.
Quarterback's living nightmare and a defender's dream right there. Not
Oh,
just to get home, the sack
the turnovers, man.
these defenders live for.
The turnovers are killing us. Was he trying to shovel that to Scadaboo? I think he might have been trying to just
lead last time out.
push it out
Hit it away,
there.
but still ahead, and
KK says, in my franchise, currently Cam Scadaboo is the rushing yard leader. He was up there for us early, and then he missed a game due to injury, and during our losing streak, we've been down big a lot. So his production has dropped off a little bit, but he's having a good game so far this game.
where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal. Hurts gets it out wide. Complete.
Oh my goodness.
And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith is 4 through the air this season.
Yeah, right before the end of the first half.
Processing
It's just
time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off. And then
I mean, between the interceptions and the fumbles, it's just Dart is not it right now.
They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
that one splits the uprights. And lead is up to 8. The kick team out there for the Eagles. And this one is sent away. Here's Tracy on the return. And a decent run.
Well, we still got a minute 40 plus and one timeout. Because I'm doing a Bucks franchise, my running back was leading for a little bit but fell off.
Shotgun set as they line
I may also I don't know for sure yet. I gotta kind of analyze the numbers. I might be tweaking some things as far as sliders. Oh my God, he just threw it. Another pick.
Picked out by Quinion Mitchell.
And it's going all the way back.
And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to
I
get
just-
right back out there after watching their opponent.
What a
celebrate in the
duck.
end zone.
Oh my God.
Elliott on now to attempt the point.
So I was saying before Jackson Dart so rudely interrupted me by throwing an awful interception.
Send right down the middle.
I might be making changes to the sliders based off of how these last few games have gone. I think running the football is still a little bit too strong.
A quick chance at redemption after that
Our
pick
numbers
6
have gone
as it
down a
sits away.
little bit just because our flat out rushing numbers, but I think our averages are still a little bit too high.
To the 37 as he's tackled.
Like if I'm looking at yards per attempt,
Good starting field position for the Giants.
it
as they
still
head up
feels
1st and 10.
too high.
Darts back to throw. Pulled in by his back. Scatterboo. And he turns the shallow catch into something
Like right now,
big.
cumulatively for the season, we're rushing for just under 6 yards a carry,
Here's start now.
and the opponents are about 4.5.
Over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
So it's not like
Their final timeout
it's not
here.
wildly high, but I think it's still a little bit too high. So we might have to adjust run blocking a little bit. Oh, down he goes.
They get to him.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing
Oh, he's going to take another hit.
or heck, this quarterback getting the ball.
At least he threw that one away.
He's got to start protecting himself.
Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dart setting in the throw here. He finds Fields left side. And they're going to get almost nothing here compared to what they needed. Just
We should let the clock run down to like 2 seconds and throw a Hail Mary. Why? No, why would you punt here? Just throw a Hail Mary.
his second effort of the contest.
Come on. It's just that's bad. That's bad AI.
Got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Just chuck one up to the end zone. Let Dart throw another interception. Why not?
The NFL starts now at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Colts at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is Javonte Williams. He's got some burst. He's got some room. He's gone. Chalk it up for a 59-yard touchdown. The Cowboys with a 10-point advantage.
Atlanta says just thought of something kind of surprised. The Xbox version of this game is openly showing product placement for Sony with their headphones. I mean,
Let's look in on the Browns and the Saints
I don't.
down
EA is
to
not going to cater the ads that show
And
or
this
whatever
is Jerry Jeudy. They're gonna get it out to him on the right side and then
for
watch him do the rest.
consoles. I don't
Won't it be
think,
fun
you
to
know,
watch? This'll be
I think it's
a
low on
7-yard
Microsoft's list of things to care about.
The Browns
KK says I've been really enjoying the new coach mode in Madden 27. Yeah, I was interested that they put it in. I don't particularly, like I said, I don't like to even do calling the plays and everything like that when we do this stuff. I just like to watch the games and, you know, just do the roster stuff. But yeah, I think that's cool that they put that back in, or not back. They put that in. You know, they kind of brought the old head coach mechanic from the head coach games.
He's gonna run the deep route here and pull it in. 42 yards for the touchdown. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the
We don't have a
regular
score
season.
from the Thursday night game.
The Bengals get the victory here. They win it by 10. In our game, solid first half out of the second-year running back, Cam Scatterboo. His guys, however, trail at the break. For the call of the second half, let's rejoin our broadcast team.
Solid first half for Cam Scatterboo. Too bad his quarterback is a putz.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando.
Hello? That was weird. Okay, so sometimes I'll just call plays for my defense and then slow sit in the offense, so it's like my offensive coordinator is calling plays. Oh, that's cool.
Brown with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he
Look at that. Scatterboo leading the league in receiving yards for running backs.
league in rushing touchdowns.
That's the highlight of our season.
Here comes 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end left.
Oh,
An early jump
Another
back
offside
on
penalty.
in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
you would think with those rushing numbers that we just saw that,
Broke the
you know,
play before the
we
snap.
rushed for almost 100 yards in the first half and they've rushed for 20, that score might be flipped. Nope.
Barkley trying this up the gut. He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that is good for an Eagles first down.
You get that first and short, it really does open up the playbook. I mean, you got an opportunity to be aggressive if you want to, but I kind of like that right there. Just stamping it with the first down, running it right at him.
Receiver in motion, going left. Going to the ground again on first. Not the way to begin a new
Well, this is
set
funny
down.
how the AI can also be AD, artificially dumb.
I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front.
Yeah,
like
sometimes
they've
the
just been winning
AI
without
logic
enough
in
of
these
that
games
push
leaves some to be desired.
And talk about a good game, and they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses
Does make it
to try
authentic,
to
Atlanta
find a
says.
way to
Sometimes.
defend them, along with everybody else.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught.
Phillips again with an open field tackle. This dude's like a machine out there.
He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
Formation for the Eagles.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Giants and running back Cam Scatterboot trotting back out there. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense.
He was averaging like 5 yards a rush.
The New York
He says
offense-
we were looking good in the beginning of the game, but the interceptions are hurting. Yeah. We had him in the first quarter.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Gets this to Johnson. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
I'll give it to Scatterboot.
I mean, that's been one of the biggest issues over the course of the 4-game losing streak is that just Dart has been a turnover machine.
First and 10 from the 34.
Gain of 5. First down, New York.
Throwing from the gun. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a small gain up to the 38. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Quinion Mitchell on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now
Start
second
now on second down.
at the 38-yard line.
Here he goes again.
Off with it again. And he gives himself up.
He's turned into a scrambling quarterback, literally.
Love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101.
He didn't get the first down for that, which I thought was weird. He didn't slide. He dove.
Protect yourself.
I feel like he should have got the first down.
Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Is that a question mark icon that's popping up over a couple guys? Like it looked like it popped up over Dart's head and it popped up over one of the receivers there.
2 yards on the play. First down, Giants.
I still wish that we could turn off all those stuff. Oh, we got them to jump this time.
Early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's gonna be
Nice, we'll take
taken down.
that.
So calling about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
At least he threw it away.
Second and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Dart.
Yeah, it was that icon again. It popped up over Neighbors.
He's going to keep it this time.
Oh, look at Dart go. Slide. Will you slide, please?
Before the play reaches that 30-yard
You got like 20 yards. Just slide.
and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
I mean, look at all that open area in front of him.
All right, They look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now.
Oh, he's going to go again.
For it again.
Touchdown.
It's home. Touchdown Giants. Jackson Dart, number 3 for him this season.
What is that
You gotta
dance?
be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they are back within a score here.
28. Giants 20.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Brown with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
All right, let's see if the defense can do some work
It's
here.
1st and 10.
Again, I kind of feel for the defense in a lot of respects because with all these turnovers and everything that the offense has been
By Goddard, left side.
screwing around with these last few weeks, it's
Gain limited to a couple.
the defense has let up a lot of points, but they've been put in some really bad positions.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That's complete to Lemon. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down.
And an Eagles first down.
They go play fake with Hurts. Hauled in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down.
5 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw.
Oh man! Oh
Rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. All got a hand in the passing lane.
man, Burns could have maybe got that one.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hurts.
Oh, there goes
Going
Hurts.
for it himself. And Hurts slides down after picking up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance.
Whose quarterback is going to run for more yards? That's what this game is going to come down to.
1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. Just continuing to grind down, Brock. That is exactly what you want to do with a lead like this in the second half. You want long, sustained drives.
Because it really serves two purposes, right, Kate? Number one, it helps you build, hopefully, some points on that board. But just as importantly, you're playing keep away, and that other side's not getting to touch the rim.
They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And it's going to be a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know. If
Come on, we got to clamp down a little bit here, defense. Hold them to 3.
you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Oh, 52 fell for the play action pretty bad.
Intended for Dallas Goddard. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the pistol, Hurts. Brought in right side. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. And is Abdul Carter making plays as he cleans that one up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long.
Sent Phillips in the corner. Oh, couldn't keep the edge. Couldn't keep our contain.
Gets this down to the 4.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And that carry on, that's one on
Nice.
the point up the gut.
That's Edmonds, right? I think it was Edmonds who came in and got him.
And sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third.
Jermaine Edmonds trying to single-handedly keep him out of the end zone.
There, they attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is.
Oh, Carter got him. We almost had another offside penalty there, too. Reed almost jumped again.
And it's going to lose 9 as well as bring up 4th and goal.
To the 4th we go.
It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Elliott connects there. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows.
Was there really a lot of pressure on that 32-yard field goal attempt?
How important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them.
Oh.
Really keeps taking this offense.
He shrugged off the first hit there and then just got belted.
I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Back to throw, here starts.
Oh my God, he almost had another deflection into someone's hands.
Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw, here starts. Shoves one away. Finds Scannaboo on the dump off. And he's going to be brought down.
Thought he was going to try and run again.
They've got 3rd and 5 now after the last completion got him 5. Some movement.
Oh, that false start?
Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And
That's
they
rough.
got one of them to move that time.
Timing at least. Not ideal.
3rd and long. They're going to throw.
Uh-oh.
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And that brings up 4th now and 21.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I gotta make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Escapes a defender. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost...
Yeah, we need a turnover or something.
The Eagles
He's 21 of 27.
ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued
Although I'm starting to get
hold this
dubious that
defense
these
to
stats are
a
accurate because of some of the things that we've
making
seen.
this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st down, a run with Barkley. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner.
Oh, it was another offside. Oh my God, two of them almost jumped.
Barkley again here on 2nd. This one stops. Play gains about 6 yards. And that is good for an Eagles 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Hurts. Lemon's got it, left side. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
If we can hold them to a field goal attempt here, at least it still stays a two-possession game or a 2-score game. Oh my goodness. That's the one time Phillips didn't make the tackle.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Motion man right is Smith. On first down, they'll run.
Uh-oh.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be
He says, you looking forward to any of the games today? You talking about actual NFL games? Preseason games? Never. Never looking forward to a preseason game. I love the fact that they're playing because that means that the season's almost here, but
If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
preseason games are such a joke these days.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley off the pistol give. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Because the preseason players are rotation players you may never see again.
3rd down and 6 to go.
Yeah, like I used to get super interested to see like some of those, the guys who,
Slot man
might
moves
be,
it over.
your bottom 12 to 15 players on the roster. But yeah.
Goal line block, but not of the marker. They've got a first
Because yeah, I'm not too big on preseason games. I just miss football. That's why we got Madden for it. No, it'll be here soon enough.
Something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work.
Yeah, this is bad news. It looks like they're going in for the score here, and that's going to pretty much put the nail in the coffin in this game.
They send a tight end in motion. They're going to run with Barkley. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley brought one back earlier and now takes one across. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants
It's not great.
there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one.
But our draft pick number is getting better.
Content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And a lead now up to 18 points. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's Tracy on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants offense headed back out as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. First, it's Washington at home. They'll remain at home to take on Jacksonville. And after that, it's a visit to the crossroads of America to take on the Colts. First call here coming from the shotgun. Your start now. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors.
Look at that, a completion.
Gonna bring him down just
How exciting.
beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Coming off a 6-yard completion.
That was a
to
tremendous
second
amount
and
of
4.
replay time spent on a 6-yard completion.
Darts back to throw.
Oh my God, he almost threw a pick there.
We almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now Darts. Screen here.
Oh my God, right back to the screen, huh?
Trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Oh, here we go. 4th and 11. Got to go for it.
Options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here.
Oh, we got it.
Brought in by Slayton. And he's gonna have it just shy.
We're not
of
quite dead yet.
That's converting on 4th down.
I may love
We're just
watching
mostly
it,
dead.
I love watching a well-done route 2K. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work.
Okay, he says my Bucks are playing the Chiefs tonight, so I'm excited for that. My girlfriend and I are gonna make some chopped cheese sandwiches. Nice. It sounds like a quality evening.
Come up to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air.
Another completion.
And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield.
Like
stripe, almost
it's a
ready to
3-score game. We should be in the hurry up, but again, they don't have the AI to properly manage this. Like
from
they,
the gun. He's
the
got
AI
six
logic
across the line of
doesn't
scrimmage.
until it's under 4 minutes, they won't start going into the no huddle.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing on second. Dart. Finds a man, right side. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
And it's third down.
And what a play. They never gave him
Yeah,
a chance to
not the
get that
best, not the best plays here, guys.
yardage. 4th down coming up.
With a 4th down attempt.
They'll go. Here's Dart. Throwing deep
Oh, he throws
in the
it.
zone.
Oh, he got it. Did he get it? No, he dropped it. Oh, I thought he had it and he dropped it. Or it got knocked out of his hands.
Nothing but a turnover on downs.
What an
Even the
awkward
best
throw.
receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Philadelphia's offense back out as we take a look at where they'll be appearing next. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
And we're gonna go to 5 straight
Throw right
defeats.
side, complete to start this drive. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of them on 2nd down.
KK says that would have been a great catch. That would have been a great catch.
Gun with Barkley. Blast through midfield. And finally down right along that opposing 40. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right.
At least we're not using our timeouts.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He dodged the tackle. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Eagles nearing their 6th win this season. All set now, 1st and 10. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter.
Man, just can't bring him down now. We held him in check. He just can't make a tackle.
Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the guys.
Oh my God.
And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. He gets another here in the 4th.
Just ran over a dude.
Exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in...
Lest we forget,
much closer game than how it's turned
we
out.
were winning 10-0 at the end of the 1st quarter.
This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they continue piling onto this lead.
Giants 20.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Is that what this
Lining
is?
things up, 1st and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And give him a fresh set
Let's
of
pad those
yards.
garbage time stats.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders.
Couldn't hang on to it.
At the catch. This one's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the
2nd down throw here from Dart. Pulled in by his back. Scattered
KK says we'll get him next
2nd
time.
down at the 43-yard line.
Sure, I'll go with that.
Yards to go here. year. He picked up 8 on that last play. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they call
Yikes.
blood against a division rival. We're on the road later this year with a chance of completing that season sweep.
Just wait till we get him in New Jersey. We'll have him right where we want him.
With Rocky Ord and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL
Oh boy.
on EA Sports.
45 to 28. Let's look at I guess let's look at the stats.
So long from Philadelphia.
So 380 yards allowed to 325. Yeah, we had 161 yards on the ground, but they had 171. Although it felt like a lot of those came late. Under 200 yards passing. Those 2 turnovers that really did, so like sever any momentum and chance that we seem to have in this one. Yes, not great. It's definitely not great. Jackson Dart, 21 of 31. No touchdowns, interception. Jalen Hurts, 80% completion percentage. Maybe that's something that needs to get looked at too, is completion percentages seem a little bit high. Even Dart at 67. It's like Scattaboo, just under 100 yards. Barkley had 104 and 3 touchdowns. He averaged 5 yards a carry. It didn't feel like he was doing that well. Brown, 70 yards for a touchdown. Slayton was our leading receiver with 66 yards. Abdul Carter had a couple of sacks. Yay for that. I guess I didn't really notice Barkley game. He wasn't doing much early. The end there, towards the end, he really got it going. He got, we saw that last touchdown one where he basically just ran over a guy. Yeah. So there we go. 45 to 20 defeat at the hands of the Philadelphia Eagles. And that will drop us to 3-5 now on the season.